This is genuinely unprecedented. The United States has not been an imperial power in that part of the Middle East. One would assume that this would have to go through either defense or state. It's ironic the president is proposing this on the same weekend, the same week that Elon Musk and other folks in the Trump orbit are dismantling USAID, which in some ways would be the most obvious agency to carry out this kind of reconstruction. But the long and short of it is we don't know. It is unprecedented. The reaction internationally, U.S., in the Arab world, even in Israel, has been stunned because this is such a transformation, such a difference, and it's hard to think about the practicalities. The one thing that President Trump is right about is Gaza lies in rubble, and the simple physical reconstruction of that place, of that city, is going to require an immense amount of work. But I don't think that when folks had thought about reconstructing Gaza, they had thought about turning it into, as you mentioned, the Riviera of the Middle East.
It's a great point, and not just an immense amount of work, but also an immense amount of money as well. I'm curious to get your take as to whether you think this is a leverage building exercise from the president in order to extract more concessions from the Arab states to pay for the rebuilding of Gaza and, of course, ensure that they also become stakeholders in the future of the Palestinians as well.
I think that what you point out makes a lot of sense. With President Trump, the problem is always that we're never sure which of his statements to take seriously and which of them to take literally. I note that Prime Minister Netanyahu is very canny and did not endorse the idea, but endorsed exploring the idea. I think this is the first time that Prime Minister Netanyahu has ever looked like the moderate when it comes to Gaza reconstruction. But I do think that there's something to be said for the idea that this is a window shifting exercise in which President Trump could be trying to move things along. That being said, this is not the first time that he's proposed a beachfront real estate deal as a way to heal enmities. This reminds me of nothing else so much as his proposal for North Korean real estate development back in 2017-18 with Kim Jong-un. So he may be very serious, and he may walk it back as he walked back the Mexico and Canada tariffs, but it is certainly going to change the conversation, and it's going to make waves in a less than productive way in the short term.